Hey everyone, welcome back to Lumber Capital Log Yard. In today's video, Jade is cutting railroad ties once again, and Sammy and I are going to be running the LT40. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, we had to take a little bit of a break on the mill because there's a repair that had to happen, so my grandfather's up here. I think he's wrapping up just about now, but Jade's running the LT35, cutting railroad ties, and I just figured I'd take a second to answer some of your guys' questions. I went through the comments section and just tried to look at some of the questions that were commonly asked, and I'm sorry I'm not able to answer as many comments as I wish I did, but I figured that answering them in a video is even better, so here we go. Alright, I've been getting a lot of questions lately about my knife, whether it's custom made or not. It is custom made, and I actually do have a link, well, it's not a link, it's an email address down in my description. It's always in my description down at the way bottom, so you guys can contact the guy that made it for me if you guys would like one yourselves. It is custom made to fit my hand perfectly. I absolutely love it. I use it for everything. You can see it's already wearing out a little bit because I do wear it on my hip every single day. He also made the sheath, so he's a really good leather worker as well. I'm very pleased with it. So yes, to answer that question, it was custom made, and if you guys are interested in getting one yourself, make sure you contact him just by email. It's down in my description. The number one most commonly asked question on my channel is why we don't wear gloves, and I've already addressed this. I actually made an entire video about it. I'll leave a link in the description down below so you guys can watch that. I go in more in depth about the reasoning behind why we don't prefer to wear gloves, but basically we don't like it. So there you go, that's why. Another question that I also get asked is, do we get splinters? And that is of course relevant to the non-glove wearing. And no, we don't get splinters. Sometimes we do, but we like them. We like splinters. So more splinters can come to us and we'll be just fine about that. It's fine. Splinters, it's not an issue, all right? Especially because we're cutting green wood. I know I have gotten some comments saying, well, it's probably because, you know, the wood is green, so it's less splintery. That is very true. When it sits out in the sun and dries out, you'll get way more splinters than when it's wet and green. So it's not much of an issue when it's coming off the mill green. Another commonly asked question that I get a lot is, what do the numbers mean on the ends of the log? Now this is the board footage, and I did go in depth in one of my older videos about how to scale logs and what that number means specifically. If you guys want to go back and watch that, I know it's probably about time I make another one. I will remember that for a later video, but basically, like I said, this is the board footage of the log, and every log has to be calculated out the board footage of, because you have to know how much to pay your log sellers. Now, to answer future questions, we also log ourselves, so some of the hemlock is coming off of my father's site, which he logged himself, but you still have to find the board footage because you still have to pay the landowner. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you guys have any more questions that you'd like me to answer, make sure you leave it down in the comment section down below. I do my best to try to respond to them, but I will also try to incorporate answering more comments in future videos. So, like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.